Hello and welcome to Costa Rica. We have made it to our fourth country out of our 50 country goal, and it's going to be a very exciting time because we are actually being joined by two very special people. Mama and Papa Chang, also known as Claire's parents, will be joining us.
Yes, this is so exciting. So, as you may or may not know, we actually have an online shop where we sell stickers and postcards, this t-shirt that Chad is wearing. And while we were in the US living in the van, we were able to ship those things out. But ever since we departed on our international travels, we needed someone who was in the US to help us ship those things out. And those two people are my parents. And so we've decided to treat them on a little vacation for all the hard work that they've been doing. And they also haven't taken a vacation in over 2 years. So this is long overdue, and I'm so excited to see them. And we're actually gonna pick them up from the airport. I made them a little welcome sign so that they can find us easily. And I'm just so excited to see them because it's been like 3 months.
Yeah, I'm so excited. So we actually got a rental car for the first time on our international travels, and it's really exciting.
Yeah, this is so nice.
So typically when we're traveling, we try not to get rental cars just because it is more expensive, and we like to use public transportation because it definitely saves a lot of money and it's honestly pretty efficient. But on this trip, because we wanted to treat our special guests and it is honestly a great way to explore Costa Rica, we decided to go for the rental car, and we have 4-wheel drive, and I'm so excited to take it around the country.
Also, in Costa Rica, you do not need an international driver's license, and also you can rent a car if you're under 25, which means that we could do it.
Show them your sign. Wow, they look so good. Taxi? Hello.
Hey,
How was the flight? Hello. I'll take it.
Thank you.
Yes, I got it.
I think the flight was faster than the immigration line.
Yeah, probably. The Chang assembly line.
Let's go without him.
Here we go. Nice clean car.
So from Walmart, we got all the groceries we could possibly need for the next few days, and we've now made it to our beautiful cabin in the mountains. And I'm gonna give you guys a quick little tour. So we first of all have this beautiful wraparound balcony where we can come out and look out into the cloud forest. As you can see, it's very beautiful and foggy outside. And then come on this way. This is the living space, and it's so nice and very open. We've got the living room on my left and then the kitchen on my right. And what I love about the kitchen is that everything is made out of wood. It's really beautiful, and it's got everything we need to cook a great meal tonight. And then walking this way, we have the first bedroom, which has 3 twin-size beds. And I believe I will be sleeping in here with Chad, and maybe my mom will join us because my dad is a loud snorer. So he might have his own room, which is right over here. And he's got a nice queen size bed all to himself. And then lastly, we do have a bathroom, complete with what a bathroom needs: a toilet, a shower, and a sink. And that is our little cabin in the mountains. I love being high in the mountains again, and the air here is so fresh. And my parents are actually in the kitchen right now preparing a Taiwanese dinner. They brought ingredients all the way from Atlanta so that we could have a Taiwanese meal here, and I'm just really grateful for that.
Yeah, and I'm just so grateful to be here because something like this would cost over $300 in the US.
Yeah, and it only costs around like $60 US, so it's definitely very affordable, and for 4 people, it's a great price. Yeah. So today is kind of just like a travel day, getting situated in Costa Rica, and tomorrow the real adventure begins. And so do stay tuned for later on this video when we go and climb a volcano.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it wrong. Uamisha. What is it?
Yeah, 鹅米说, but we don't have 鹅, we use pork.
What is ua?
Oyster.
Oh, oyster. Okay. So we had a wonderful time just sitting out on the deck tonight and having dinner and catching up. But Mama and Papa Chang have now headed to sleep, and so are we. So we will see you guys bright and early as we are going to explore Poas Volcano. So with that, good night.
Good morning, my friends. Today is Volcano Day and we are up very early because we're actually visiting Costa Rica during their wet season. And so if we don't want to get caught in the rain, we have to go and hike early in the morning. Right now it's 8 a.m. and we're going to head out to Poas Volcano National Park, and hopefully we won't have any clouds blocking the volcano, but fingers crossed. So it looks like we have to wear some helmets here because we're in a volcano zone.
We've got to end this thing. Waste my time.
So we are now walking to Poas Volcano. It's about a 10-minute walk, and it last erupted in 2019, which is why we have to wear these helmets, because it's a very active volcano, and I can already kind of smell the sulfur in the air. Wow.
We're actually insanely lucky because I know a lot of people come up here and it's completely covered by clouds and they can't see anything. So I'm really grateful that we can actually see the entire crater and the water inside. We are very, very blessed. I will say you guys need to come very early in the morning because we got here around 8:20 and the clouds are starting to move in more and more the longer we wait here. So if you come in the afternoon, it might be covered up. So just make sure you wake up early because it's definitely worth the trip.
Also, in 2017, there was an eruption that blew debris, and that is what is marked here with these yellow circles. They're actually where the volcano blew rocks, and it made these giant dents in the concrete. So that is why we have these on, in case there is an eruption and a block comes at our head, we will be protected.
If the volcano happens to erupt, we all need to hide under this shelter. Take cover.
Look at that. If you don't hide.
Yeah, if you don't hide.
If you hide, that's gonna impale your body.
You never admit it, but I know everything.
So now that we've waited a little bit longer, the clouds have moved in, and this is unfortunately what a lot of people do see if they hike up here later in the day.
It's where we're headed. We've got to end this thing.
So we are back at the cabin just to grab our suitcases so we can move on to the next location. But the hike this morning to the volcano was very successful. I'm very happy with how it turned out. And now we're going to go check out this place that should have a lot of tropical animals and also a lot of waterfalls.
Keep pushing myself now, dig deeper, I know sound more than ever before. Keeps repeating my phrases to see if it changes rules I've gone before.
So we have made it to La Paz Waterfall Garden Center. And the first stop that we've made is the butterfly exhibit because it's covered from the rain. One of my favorite parts is they've lined up all of the cocoons of the butterflies and you can actually watch them hatch. So it's really incredible. So here are all the cocoons.
It's true, I just can't deny. It's time for me to straighten things out. Yeah, yeah. Gotta help me find a soul.
Papa Chang saves the hurt ones and puts them on leaves.
You wanna go home with me to Atlanta?
So behind me is the capuchin monkey and they are just running about. One of them actually caught a giant spider and then they were all fighting over it. But they're so cute.
So we are now in the aviary, which means that it is a place for birds, one of my favorite animals ever, and so I'm having a great time. And my mom also really loves birds, so we're both just like freaking out with all the birds that are around.
So we've seen monkeys, birds, butterflies, jungle cats, and so much more. We are actually finishing off with the frogs, and we have decided to skip out on the waterfall just because it is raining here, and we don't want to be completely soaked. So after this, we're actually going to go and get some lunch at a local Costa Rican place, and I'm really excited for that. Oh my gosh, it's huge.
Couldn't get over, couldn't get over.
Are you okay?
I go oh oh oh
Call one.
oh I go oh oh.
So we are now getting lunch at Mi Cafecito, and this place is actually also a coffee farm, and so we ordered two different types of coffee, an espresso and an Americano, and we're gonna do a little taste test for you guys.
There we go.
Espresso.
Ooh,
Hot?
very strong.
Is it good?
I already can tell the difference.
Too many years of Folgers.
When you leave me.
All right, our food has arrived, and this is our first taste at Costa Rican cuisine. So first of all, I got an empanada because I wanted my parents to try it, and I believe it's stuffed with carne, which is basically meat and also beans. And then we've got a nice salsa on the side. It's got some pico de gallo on top of some radishes and some carrots. All right, so we have tried the empanada in Peru, Colombia, Ecuador, and so this is gonna be the fourth kind of empanada that we try. And let's see if the Costa Rican one is any different. This one's a really good empanada. I think their empanada is the closest to what we had in Ecuador. So on the inside, you've got a really nice stewed meat, but the outside, it isn't cornmeal, I don't think. It's kind of a chewy breaded exterior. And then next up, we got two casasos, and this is actually a traditional filling midday meal. And as you can see, the portion sizes are quite large, and you've got a nice salsa. I'm not really sure what this is, but I'm gonna give it a taste in a bit and then find out what it is. We've got some fish here, a fried plantain, some beans, and some rice, which is definitely a staple in Costa Rica. And then here we had the same thing again, but instead of fish, we have some chicken. All right, I'm gonna get a little bit of everything. Of course, I have to get the rice and beans. That's what they're known for here. I'm gonna get a little bit of the plantain, and then I'm gonna do the chicken, and I'm gonna try this on its own just because I don't know what it is. That is quite fantastic. The rice and beans are nice and savory, and that plantain that they've added in there is the perfect hint of sweetness, which I really, really love. And then the chicken is perfectly fried, the perfect little crunch that you need in that bite, and it was fantastic. I am a big fan. And let me try this mystery side over here. I believe it is corn as well as like shredded meat all mixed together, kind of like in a casserole. And it has a little bit of a sour aftertaste. And so I'm assuming if you eat it all together, then you've got the best of all the worlds, because you've got sweet, savory, and a little bit of sour in there. And then lastly, we got a chifrijo, which is a savory layer cake of beans, rice, lots of veggies. It looks like there's some tomato in there, avocado, and I believe there's also some chicharron in there as well. And then it's topped off with some tortilla chips, and I guess you just eat it all together. It's like a really good nacho dish, but without like any cheese. It's more on the tangy side, and overall, I really like it. Lunch was so fantastic, and now we are going to hop back in the car, and we're actually going to drive to our next Airbnb, which is going to be in La Fortuna. So we are switching cities, and we're going to go have a nice little car ride. We just got a big bag of mamon, which are these fuzzy little fruits. We have made it to our Airbnb in La Fortuna, and I'm going to give you guys a quick little tour. So this room is for me, my mom, and Chad. We've got a tiny little kitchen space over here. And then right this way we have a nice little dining table, a nice big bed for Mama downstairs, and a loft for Chad and I upstairs. And then this way, we have our own little bathroom. And then around the building, my dad has his own little room, and he's got a cute little twin-size bed, as well as his own private bathroom. But we are now going to head out and go enjoy the pool, because this place also comes with a little swimming area.
So we have finished swimming and we were about to eat dinner. And it smells amazing.
Mama Chang has done it again. No matter where we go, it's either going to be dogs begging for food or a cat begging for food. Or Chad begging for food.
Yeah.
So earlier today when we were driving over here, we pulled over and saw this fruit stand that was selling this very interesting fruit that my mom recognized and wanted to try. And they are called the rambutan, I believe. So on the outside they look kind of furry, kind of like a raspberry with really long hairs, and it's this really bright fuchsia color. And apparently once you pop it open, it looks kind of like this. Kind of like a lychee or a dragon's eye, and I believe there's a seed in the middle, so I'm gonna give it a taste. So it tastes exactly like a lychee, and it's really, really tasty and not too sweet. So I think we're gonna really enjoy these. It has more fruit than a lychee as well.
Well guys, thank you so much for joining us on our first 2 days in Costa Rica. It has been so much fun getting to hang out with Claire's parents, because although I love seeing Claire's smiling face each day, it's just good to have some new people to talk to.
Yeah, definitely. Basically me, but 3 different people.
Yeah, different versions of Claire.
Yeah, it's so funny. And what's really great is we've only just started our adventure here in Costa Rica. We have so many more things that we're gonna do. So if you do want to see where we go next, definitely hit subscribe. We'd love to have you along on the adventure in country number 4 out of 50, which is so wild. And so with that, we will see you guys next time.
Bye guys.